Hi there, this is Shinjini from Modern Gypsy, and today I have another Oracle unboxing for you. This is the Amenti Oracle, the Feather Heart deck and guidebook. So this deck focuses on the ancient wisdom of Ma'at. It's built on the wisdom of the Emerald Tablets, and it helps the contemporary soul seeker to cultivate a heart that is light as a feather. So this sounded really interesting and very different from the usual decks that you see in the market. So I picked this up recently and let's take a look. It's got a magnetic clasp with this really cute illustration here, and when you open it, you have the guidebook and you have the deck in a lovely velvet cover. And I like that the deck has its own box, so if you don't have the space to keep this big keepsake box, you can just pop both of these into your shelf and it won't take up much space. So let's look at the guidebook first. So this is by Jennifer Sodini. Let's see. So we have an introduction about the deck, how to use the cards and the cards. Okay, so let's read a bit about what is Amenti. In Egyptian mythology, Thoth, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, is believed to be the deity of the arts of magic, science, philosophy, language, writing, judgment of the dead, and the mediator between good and evil. His feminine counterpart is the goddess of wisdom and writing, Shehsat, and his wife is Ma'at. The wisdom of Thoth is said to be summarized in the Emerald Tablets. So this also draws on the Emerald Tablets. So the Oracle of Amenti is our own journey through time, space, philosophy, dimensions, dreams, and experiences. That's interesting. The ideals we will explore through the cards relate to the 42 ideals of Ma'at, the positive answers from the Book of the Dead's heart-weighing ceremony. So then she goes a bit into the significance of the number 42. And then there's something on how to use the cards. So interestingly, she says, as we've stated, this deck is not about pure divination, but rather seeking the lesson that needs to be revealed in order for your present consciousness to connect more deeply to the intelligence within your heart, to alchemically illuminate your full potential by becoming an idealized human being and living within your fullest expression of spirit. Interesting. So she has some card layouts, and then she's listed out all of the ideals of Ma'at here, and then we have the meanings of each card. It's a nice, interestingly laid out guidebook, full color, and the illustrations look really interesting. So let's look at the deck. That's the box, and let's open it up. So let's get into the flip through of this deck. They all seem to be I am statements, which is very interesting. The artwork, the style of the illustrations is also very modern, and I really like the illustration on the card backs as well. It's the same illustration that's on the back of the box. It's a beautiful color palette and a very interesting illustration style. Okay, so they're not I am statements necessarily, but they're all I statements. So yeah, very interesting, very interestingly laid out deck. Lovely. So let's see. Very nice cardstock. It's kind of semi-glossy, so it's not really matte, but it's also not fully glossy. It's like a satin finish. Let's try and let's see how it shuffles. Oh, lovely. Let's try the side to side shuffle as well. See how that works. Oops. Yeah, nice. And let's draw a card. Let's see, what message do you have for the collective, for anybody who's watching this video, no matter when they are watching it? I regard all altars with respect. So let's check the guidebook. And the cards, if you notice, are not numbered, but then since there's a list here, you can quickly look for the card. Oh, let's see. Here, 8, and then flip over. So that's roughly a page and a half. All right, let's see. The altar is a sacred space where we pay respect to the elements, artifacts, and teachers who have had a divine impact on our lives within this creative reality. While some of the traditional altars of ancient times were used for sacrifices or offerings in religious ceremonies, modern day altars can be a magical tool in their own right, not as sacrificial venues but rather spaces of sacredness honored. Regardless of religion or tradition, the area of the altar is a place where a microcosm manifests. Each individual mind is a mirror, each ritual is a reflection. Altars honor the masters of mind and the elemental powers that fuel each unique expression of divinity. No matter the language through which spirit is expressed, every altar should ideally be honored as though you are seeing the mind in real time. Altars carry intelligence and power, and one must be mindful of disrespecting spaces of creative force, even if the tradition doesn't resonate with your own path. Respect and allow, honor and give blessings. Bow to the heart of creation, which is at the essence of every tradition, even though you may not fully appreciate or understand each one. If you'd like to honor this ideal in your own practice, designate a sacred place within your space to create an altar for meditative and magical work. You can design what feels best intuitively, but stay true to the heart of the altar. Remember to infuse it with the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Honor the cardinal directions and hold your teachers, deities, masters, goddesses, or gods in the highest esteem. That's very interesting. So these cards, let's see. They have some beautiful artwork, and I think that they will make for a great point of reflection. So rather than actually using it for divination or to predict anything, this would be brilliant as a reflective tool, and just some wisdom or a lesson that you need to learn. So I think a great way to really get to know this deck would be to do some daily draws. That of course is true for almost any deck, but then a deck like this one, if you work with it every day, just draw a card, see what lessons come up, see how they land for you. That might be a very interesting exercise, like a daily spiritual practice. So very interesting cards, very interesting concept. And I really can't wait to work with this a little bit more closely and incorporate it into some of my spiritual and even probably journaling practice. So I hope that you enjoyed this flip through. Let me know what you think of the cards. Do you think that you would like to buy this deck? Let me know your thoughts. Share them with me in the comments. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.